Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Friday night edition of Hockey Night on Hamilton, where the Cambridge Rivulettes take on the Barrie Sharks. A reminder, as always, that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region in Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. The Rivulettes coming off a nail-biting 2-1 victory Tuesday night at home against the Ridley College Tigers, but a win is a win in the record books, and the Rivulettes look to pick things up tonight. A tough loss last time against the Barrie Sharks in Barrie, an 8-player shootout, if you remember, sent the Rivs home with just 1 point. It's Hockey Night on Hamilton. We'll send things over to our fill-in arena announcer tonight, Deb Hedges, as she gets us set for this Friday night edition of Cambridge Rivulettes Hockey. Thank you, Deb, for that lovely introduction. And folks, starting for the visiting Barrie Sharks on defense, number 15, Gabrielle Willard, number 77, Adrielle Charette. On forward for the Sharks, number 9, May Severn, number 55, Kaya Harbeck, and number 82, Kate Stewart. And in net for the Sharks, number 74, Ava Sador. And starting for your Cambridge Rivulettes on defense, number 18, Maren Broderick, playing alongside number 27, Avery Randall. On forward for the Rivulettes, number 16, Emerson Miller, playing alongside number 21, Jenna Schron, number 28, Sadie D'Angelo. And in net for Cambridge, making her second straight appearance here at home, number 33, Courtney Beeksma. Rivulettes And the Sharks heading into tonight, just 2 points separating them in the standings. The Rivulettes 16-7-1 on the year. The Sharks sitting in 8th place currently at 15-8-0. The Sharks also wearing their special yellow jerseys here in Cambridge as the Rivulettes switch out of their green and into their road white. It's the hot dog bowl here from Hamilton Street. Go Rivulettes! Just a reminder, a fantastic game just a month ago in Barrie as the Rivulettes fell in a shootout. And the Rivulettes with possession in the offensive zone early. Randall getting a shot off, but that one's blocked at the point by Stewart. And the Rivs will regroup in their own end. Broderick back to get the puck. That one through the legs of a Shark. Icing not waved off. And the face-off will come all the way down to the Rivulet zone. Coaches voicing their displeasure just 33 seconds into this first period. Barrie trying to circle it down low, but Matty Kim on the takeaway. And the Rivulettes look to clear the zone. Sharon connecting cross ice with Sadie D'Angelo. D'Angelo sending that one on goal. It'll be covered up by Sador. And the Rivulettes will draw a face-off inside the Barrie zone just 17 seconds later. Full change for the Rivulettes. Hillock and both Carswells getting their first ice time of the night. Reed and Kim on defense. As Hillock wins it back cleanly. Kim has her shot blocked. Remember, Maddie Kim with the overtime thriller just 3 nights ago. As Carswell puts that one dangerously on net. But Beeksma making the save. France taken into the boards hard by Reed. And Reed taking the worst end of that one, ending up on the ice. Trying to fight for the puck in the corner. De Silva out front. Wallace walking around with it. Shot off. Beeksma finds it in her pads. Covers up. And the official blows the whistle. The face-off coming to Beeksma's left. Looks like it'll be her other left. O'Neill with a face-off win to start her night. Sophie Herr in the lineup tonight for the Rivulettes, wearing number 22. Another player making her appearance tonight, number 15, Ella Dew. A couple of Rivulettes not in the lineup. On defense, notably, Kendra Ristori and Olivia Carrier. Lacey Rivers, of course, slow with that upper body injury. Still no update on her status, as she remains week to week. The Rivulettes playing hurt tonight. Her carrying it out of the zone. She's had her fair share of appearances with the Rivulettes over the past couple seasons. Carswell with a good stick lift exiting the zone, and she'll flip it back in deep. Dew giving pursuit. Carswell pulls it out. Finds Styles in the slot. She can't get the shot off. Randall at the blue line. Sends that one towards goal, and it's going to head off into the corner. Poked forward, and McKay's in a race with Randall. The speedy Randall there in time. Spots Quinn Carswell. She'll chip it in from the blue line. That one going to be poked out. As Reed collects at center ice. Plays it back deep. This one also going to go for icing with another face-off coming down to the Rivulet zone. Just 3 minutes into this game. Good speed so far. Neither team with a fantastic scoring chance just yet. And the arena cold as ever. After a brief stoppage, we got things going again here. Face off one cleanly by Severn. She'll get a shot off. Beeksman makes the save. May Severn, the captain for this Barrie Sharks team. She's a player to watch out for tonight. Broderick from the blue line, shot off! Sador watches that one head wide. Randall's shot attempt misses the net narrowly. Broderick sending it towards goal. Miller in the slot, can't quite find D'Angela. And the Rivs have it at the blue line. Maren Broderick on the puck. Her shot towards goal. Miller with the tip. She bats in the back of the net. Emerson Miller takes a 1-0 lead. Broderick with the shot from the blue line. Miller gets a stick on it. Second effort finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 Cambridge just 3.5 minutes into this first period. This line has been fantastic as of late this season for the Rivulettes. Emerson Miller, Jenna Sharon, and Sadie D'Angela continuing to do what they do best, put pucks in the back of the net. De Silva pinned up at the blue line as Reed steps in. But the Rivs lose it at center ice. And it'll be chipped in deep by Mehta. Miller bobbles the puck, trying to carry it up the sideboards. Sharon will slow things down and turn it back the other way. Reed, high up off the glass. That one's going to roll the length of the ice, and that'll be another icing call early on. Face-off coming back down to the Rivulet end. And the Rivs not able to get the bodies off the ice that they'd hoped for. D'Angela and Miller still stuck on. Miller on the draw. It's won by Winter. Picked up. Shot on! That one's going to miss wide. Wallace unable to find the net as Beeksman watches it head into the end boards. And Wallace jumps right back into play. Brumwell fighting down low with Broderick. It's chipped out. D'Angela can't quite get there in time. It's kept in the zone by Barrie. Sharon can't clear the zone, and Dion will keep it in. Brumwell, shot off. That one's going to be up over the net. Rivulettes struggling to clear the zone. Getting bodies off the ice one at a time. Randall picks it up. She'll play it up over to the middle of the ice. Sharon able to get off, and the Rivulettes now with fresh legs. And Carswell pins it up against the boards. And the Rivs have to try the other side. Carswell, a recent signee to the Laval Rouge or hockey team. Congratulations, Quinn. 3-year veteran of this Cambridge Rivulet program. It's Carswell. Chips it off the boards, but the Rivulettes head for a change, and Barrie finds possession. That one tipped in by Mackay. Stewart, first to the puck. Kim drops it back for Randall. And out comes Cambridge. Maddie Kim up over the red line. She'll flip it in deep and send Strom in on the forecheck. Breaking out with speed is Severn. Severn in one-on-one on her. Tries to flip it cross ice for Stewart. Just sent it in front of her, and the Rivulettes get away with one there. Reed for Burt. She'll play it back down low. Didn't like what she saw. And the Rivulettes Looks to carry it out. Reese Reed with room to skate. And a penalty coming to the Sharks. Her able to get a stick on it. And Severn tripping up over Rachel Burt's stick. And a body contact penalty coming to the Barrie Jr. Sharks. May Severn going to get called for this one. She'll head to the box for 2 minutes. The Rivulettes struggling on the power play last game. 0 for 11 in regulation before Maddie Kim found the back of the net for the OT winner. Cambridge hoping for some better luck tonight. The Sharks have been tough to score on in the past for the Rivulettes. Last season, if you remember, Addison Mitchell with a shutout and the Rivulettes losing 0-0 at the Galt Arena Gardens. Losing in a shootout in a 0-0 game. 7 shooters that one went to. There's been some good battles between these two franchises. This Barrie program notoriously strong defensively. And they've been proving that this year as well. Always in low-scoring games. Randall with the puck. Hillock in down low. She stops and goes the other way. Carswell there in support. Styles back down. Carswell tips it on. Hits the door. Finds it in her pads. Styles back to the blue line for Randall. She'll give it back. It's France all over the ice. Sedora holding strong on her post. Battle in front of the net. France getting a slash out. Broderick at the face-off dot. Shut off! Sedora with the glove save. The Rivs poking away at it. Loose puck down to the corner. Carswell steps out, tries to get a shot off. Broderick able to keep it in. Sends it over. And Broderick finds the back of the net. It's 2-0 Cambridge. Broderick with a shot along the ice. Doubles this Rivulet lead. Didn't take 12 tonight, folks. Cambridge jumping out to an early 2-0 lead less than 8 minutes into this first period. Miller and Broderick both finding the back of the net. And the Rivulettes looking for more. Barrie surely trying to tie this up. This is Reed with a good defensive play. Able to slow down Bromwell on the chase. And we've got a fight on the near boards. As Miller gets a stick on it but catches an edge and it's kept in by Barrie. D'Angelo with a good takeaway. She'll carry it up the left side, flick it off the boards and head in for the forecheck. D'Angelo with a good stick tap there. On the takeaway, she gets taken down and the Rivulettes going on another power play. Face off one back. Randall can't handle it. And Barrie going to send it in all the way. Strome carrying it into the zone. She's got Burt cutting in on net. Neal unable to get there on time. It'll be sent out of the zone. And the Rivs will regroup. Quickly as Broderick spots Strome cross ice. That one sent towards goal. It heads off into the corner. A 2-minute holding goal coming to Sonia Mehta. It's a minute and 10 remain in this Rivulet power play. Burt picks up the loose puck. Strome fighting there as well. kept in by Reed. Reed leaves it for Burt. Rachel Burt walking in. It's the toe drag shot off, but it's blocked by Larmond. And as the Rivulettes head for a change, Barrie is going to be able to clear the puck all the way down the ice. Beeksma out of her net to play it. 39 seconds remain on the one-man advantage for the Rivulettes. As Carswell will flip it in from the blue line. Her sister Micah right there with her. But the Sharks going to send it out. Reese Reed going to get called for a high stick here. And a slowdown the Rivulettes would not have liked. Face-off win for Cambridge. Running out of time on this power play, just 15 seconds remain. Kim carrying it in over the blue line. She's got Carswell trailing. Micah cutting towards the goal. Quinn and Micah fighting down low. It's kept in by Hillock. Hillock, cross ice, finds Broderick. She can't quite handle it as we return to 5-on-5. Rivulettes leading 2-0 off goals from Emerson Miller and Maren Broderick. As that one's picked off by Severn. She'll bring it into the Rivulettes' end. Severn leaves it down low. Broderick the only one in the area, but she gives it right back. That one cross ice. And it'll just squeak past Severn. It's the Sharks narrowly touching up for too many men. Keller entering the zone. Keller sliding it for France. France gets to her forehand. Shot off. Beeksma can't find the rebound. And the net will be knocked off, and the Rivulettes getting away with one there as Beeksma made the first save, but had no idea where the puck was. The officials blowing down the net off. We'll have a face-off coming inside the Rivulet zone. The first good scoring chance for the Sharks comes just under 12 minutes into this game. Surely not the start they had hoped for. A long drive here tonight. Kim with the turnover in her own zone, but gets it right back. Randall sends it up the boards as Sharon picks it up over the blue line. Barrie with a good takeaway. D'Angelo fighting for it on the sideboards as well. And out comes Barrie. 7 in over the blue line. And picked off by Miller. And the Rivulettes turn it back up ice. As D'Angelo unable to stay onside. Miller just cutting across the line 1 second too long. The Rivulettes going to get a line change here and get some fresh legs on the ice. 7:36 remaining in this first period. Brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face, a face you can trust. Face-off win from Neal. She'll pick it up on the right boards. Neal walking in. Tries to get it to the slot. Reed from the top of the circle. Shot off. And Sador will make the stomach save. Big game tonight for the Rivulettes, as mentioned pregame. Cambridge just a couple points up on the Sharks in the standings, currently sitting 7th place at 16-7-1. Wallace unable to take that one off her skate, but she'll win the race for the icing. As her gets there in time as well. And Brumwell has it down low. Wallace back to the blue line. Reed able to clear the zone. Barrie brings it back in. Strom on the takeaway, and Bert's got it at the red line. Be picked up by Larmond. Trying to break into the zone with speed, but she gets held up at the blue line. Broderick will begin to move forward as Micah Carswell tries to carry it in over the blue line. She gets pinned up entering the zone. Barrie sending it all the way down. Randall back in time to pick it up. She tries to ring it back around. And we've got a fight on the near boards now. Chipped in by Lermond as the rest of the Sharks head off for a change. Beekman out of her net to play the puck. Stiles entering the zone. Has Neal trailing. Stiles tries to flip it towards goal. That one blocked, and she'll get it back to the blue line for Reese Reed. Reed fans on the shot. It's kept in by Stiles. Stiles for Neal. Backdoor for Dew. Dew gets tripped up and heads into a post. Hard. She appears to be okay getting up under her own power. A good find from Ellen Neal, but Dew just has the feet taken out from under her. Knocks the net off its posts. 5:27 remaining in this first period. Rivulettes leading 2-0. Hockey net on Hamilton. It's the Hot Dog Bowl. For those wondering why I'm saying that, the Rivulettes green, the Sharks yellow. It's like mustard and relish. Barrie flipping it in down low. And Cambridge quick to send it back the other way. Broderick's pass just a little too hard. And Dew gonna have to get back on the ice as that one heads for icing. And the Barrie coach not pleased with something in a heated conversation with the official. Looks to be sorted out. Nonetheless, face off inside Cambridge's end. Good play by Ellen Neal off the face-off. Chip that one in from the red line. Dew staying on for the forecheck. She'll look to get a change as the puck comes back the other way, you'd think. Dew picks it up in the slot. Playing around with it. Sends it back for Kim. She can't quite handle it. And it's a one-on-one the other way. Keller in on Randall. Sharon getting in on the action as Randall steps in front of Keller. Keller able to chip it out front. Miller putting it on net. Beeksma on her post. Rivulettes come away with the puck out of the battle. D'Angelo kicks it forward. D'Angelo in all alone. Back quickly as Meta. D'Angelo with a shot off up over the shoulder of Sidor. Right off the glass. Neal from the slot. Ellen Neal getting a shot off Sidor out of her net to cover up. Then we've got a face-off inside the Barrie zone. A good chip by Sadie D'Angelo leads to a near breakaway. She blows past Meta, who can't quite catch up to her. But it remains 2-0. 4:04 left in this first period. Neal on the draw. Neal back down for Strome. Fight below the goal line. Strome's stick gets lifted. Dion with an aggressive lift. And both players tangled up down low. Her able to get back and retrieve the puck. Reed tries to send the pass across her zone. It's picked off and chipped back in by Lermond. Cambridge getting a change, but Barrie's still pressing. Hillett can't clear the zone. It's kept in by Severn. Reed now up over the red line. She'll flick it in, head off for a rest of her own. Kept in by Carswell. Sent towards goal, and that's going to miss wide. Broderick able to keep it in. Severn makes one move trying to clear the zone. A nice little touch through her legs by Kate Stewart. But Randall able to step in the way. Avery Randall having a good period on the defensive. Stewart will send it back in from the blue line. Broderick can't clear it. It's kept in. France chips it back down low. Severn in the corner to pick it up. Good takeaway from Randall. That puck going to clear the zone. Entering a 7. Keller. Her shot up over the shoulder of Beeksma. Keller on the takeaway. But Emerson Miller right there. Minute 20 left in this first period. Rivulettes leading 2-0. That one's picked off by Keller. Keller in the slot. Shut off, and that's going to miss wide. Bad giveaway there from the Rivulettes. Hanging on to a 2-goal lead here. Trying to close out the period. As we cross the 1 minute mark remaining in this and carrying it in. She got 3 to beat. Beats the first, but gets held up, and back comes Barrie. Wallace, in over the blue line. Broderick able to get there in time. Again, can't clear the zone. It's kept in. Shot off. That one tipped. Loose puck in front of Beeksma, and she'll cover up for a face-off inside the Rivulet zone. 37.8 seconds remaining in the first period here from the Preston Memorial Auditorium. Neal with a crucial face-off win late in this period. Strom kicks it out of the zone. That one kicked on net. Beeksma covers back up. 23 seconds left on the clock. Face-off won by Cambridge. That one's center on the boards. It's picked up by Meta. Strom on the left wing. She's able to carry it up, but it's kept held up by the linesman. And the Rivs once again struggling to exit the zone. 6 seconds left as Kim pushes it forward. And that'll just about do it for the first period here from Preston. As the Rivulettes take a 2-0 lead into the break. And folks, a reminder as always that tonight's intermission is brought to you by Drains or Us Plumbing, serving homes and businesses across the Kitchener-Waterloo region and Wellington County with fast and reliable service. Call 519-654-0007 for all your plumbing needs. That's 519-654-0007. We'll see you back here in 12, folks. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to second period action here from the Preston Memorial Auditorium. It's the Hot Dog Bowl on Friday night. The Rivulettes take a 2-0 lead into this second period over the Barrie Jr. Sharks. Emerson Miller getting things started off with a lovely tip-in, finding the back of the net. And then just a few minutes later, Marin Broderick on the power play, sliding one along the ice. She goes 5-hole on Ava Sador. And that's where we stand right now as we get set for second period action here from the Preston Memorial Auditorium. Barrie with 2 penalties. Folks, a reminder as always that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region in Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. Face in the building tonight here, being held in the owner's box by General Manager Rob Hedges. Always great hospitality for our sponsors. Maybe we could get Face Heating and Cooling to install some heaters in this arena, as boy, it is chilly out here. And pardon me, folks, just 1 second, I gotta go put on my jacket. Rivulettes quickly winning first possession as Broderick will send it in from the red line. Willard able to get there just in time. She'll play it forward. Now comes Harbeck. Harbeck in one-on-one on Broderick. And a nice stop from the Rivulette defense. And it'll be tipped back down the ice. Charette first to the puck. She tries to carry it out. Plays it up for Severn. And it's picked off by Kim. And Carswell finds loose puck entering the zone. She has her stick lifted as Stewart getting attacked from the front and the back by Rivulettes. Hillock in the slot. Hillock with a shot off. Sador with a good save. Carswell from the slot. She sends that one towards goal. Micah Carswell shoots it into the glove of Sador. The Rivulettes getting shots on net quickly in this first minute of the second period. Trying to add to their 2-goal lead. Reed sending that one towards goal. Bouncing puck fools Sador a little bit, but she'll find it and cover up for another face-off. A little change here for the Rivulettes. Hillock in between the Carswells. The coach is perhaps trying to spark something. Captain Kim pokes it forward. Carswell with a shot off. Misses just wide. Hillock on the shot, and Hillock's got it down low. Carswell's attempt tipped off into the corner. It'll be picked up and carried out by Keller. Keller on the left side flips that one towards the middle of the net. Heads off into the corner, and France now sending it towards goal. Ron tries to find D'Angelo. That one tipped, and D'Angelo in a race for the puck with France. Ironic, France is on Team Mustard tonight, much like French's mustard and ketchup. As that one heads the length, and we'll have an icing coming back down to the Barrie Sharks zone. Miller on the draw for Cambridge. And it's quickly won by France. And the Sharks able to take it out of the zone. France on the puck. Her just going to flip it around the boards. D'Angelo picks it up. And the Rivulettes clear the zone. Miller can't quite pick it up on the sideboards. Bringing it back the other way is Brumwell. Brumwell into the corner. She'll take it down low. Wrapping around it. Use it for Dion. Back to the blue line. That shot off. Going to be tipped wide as Beeksma makes the glove save. And covers up for another face-off. Randall looking to play it forward. She'll do so. Dew unable to get a stick on it. It's poked forward by Quinn Carswell. Brumwell able to clear the zone. And Wallace will touch up just offside. Rivulettes catching a break there, as the Sharks had numbers entering the zone. Cambridge getting some fresh legs on the ice. Neil Strom and Burt on for the Rivulettes. Marmon fighting along the near boards. Strom and Neal there, however, but it's picked up by Swanson. Swanson now on the loose puck. She'll flip it in. Marmon pinning it up against the boards. Neal and Randall there in a battle with the Sharks. Marmon powering it down low. Back to the blue line for Shred. Plays it back in. Gets it right back. Shred with a shot off. That misses high and wide. Burt able to get a stick on it, and the Rivulette tripped up, exiting the zone. And it appears to be a penalty coming to the Cambridge Rivulettes. Their first of the game. Ellen Neal heading to the box. 2 minutes for a hooking. And for the first time tonight, the Rivulettes will go down a man. Seven stops. Chips it into the corner. Reed there for the Rivulettes. She'll pin it up against the end boards. It's pulled out by Harbeck. Severin trying to bring it out front. Back to the blue line for Meta. Cross ice. Seven finds Severin. Severin from the slot. Shot off. Up over Beeksman's pad wide. Reed on the takeaway, but it's kept in at the blue line. Seven. Back for Severin. Severin with another shot. That one's tipped. Reed going to clear the zone. Cambridge. It's brought back in by Severin. Stewart on the right. Plays it to the middle of the ice. That one's taken away by Micah Carswell. She'll send it down the ice. Cambridge able to breathe a sigh of relief. Randall on the takeaway. She'll flip it forward. But Meta picks it up quickly. Halfway through the penalty to Neal. And the Rivulettes chip it back in. Soft pass off the boards from Seven. And a delayed offside, and that's going to get called. Face-off coming outside the Rivulet zone. 37 seconds, 14:36 remaining in the second period. Cambridge still leading 2-0. Emerson Miller and Marin Cambridge this evening. As Miller gets the face-off win. Chipped in by Keller. She can't handle it at the blue line. Good effort play from Keller. She runs through a Rivulette. The arms stay down. Keller just a wrecking ball out there. And Shred has it at the blue line. Kim will pick it up, send it all the way down the ice, and that'll do it for the Rivulettes' first penalty kill of the game. We return to 5-on-5, just under 14 minutes left in the second period. Charette. Her first to the puck. That hits a pair of skates. As Barrie was caught on a change. The referees let the game go on. Bromwell tries to play it out front. Getting a stick on it, and Barrie will just have to chip it back in. Bromwell in the corner trying to skate it out. It's picked off by Reed. Reed will flip up over the middle of the ice for Miller, and back quickly comes Barrie. Her wins the race to the puck as Miller heads off for a change. And Reed looks to play it forward for Dew. That one takes a bounce. Dew now in a race for the puck with 7. Burt onto the ice. She steps on the puck. And Styles will flip it back into the corner. Strome now. Getting into the battle. Strome pucks it out. Shot on! Rachel Burt finds that belly of Ava Sidora, but a good loose puck opportunity there for the Rivulettes. 12:29 left in the second period. Randall's shot blocked. Broderick from the blue line, shot off. That one tipped just wide. Sidora getting a piece of it. And the Rivs will regroup in the neutral zone. Randall sending it in from center ice. Picked up by Sidora. She'll hang on to it. And we'll get a face-off inside the Barrie zone. Micah Carswell going to play it down into the corner. Quinn there for the loose puck. She gets it back out. Randall chips it in. Bouncing puck. That one sent cross ice. Broderick on the loose puck. Sends that one on goal. It's tipped off the pad of Sidora. Neal getting a stick on it. Micah down low. Barrie able to clear the zone. They'll lose possession as Broderick first to get there. Carswell flicking it in for Micah. She'll head off for a change. Willard first to the puck. And the Sharks able to clear the zone. It's a 2-on-2 back towards the Rivulette end. McKay heading off for a change. Lermont getting to the center of the ice. Her shot tipped wide. Severn. Dipsy doodling around with it. She'll send that one all the way down. It's going to go for icing, and Kim will be back in time to touch up. We'll have a face-off down in the Barrie end. Reed in on the pinch. Be played around the boards by Dion. Not to be confused with Dijon like the mustard. Tonight it's Dion like the mustard. Locks it. Days ago. Play down low in the Rivulettes. Have it out front. Back to the blue line. Reed with a shot off. Sidor makes the stop and covers up. Quick whistle from the referee. Sidor bobbled it for a moment. We have a face-off inside the Barrie zone. So we're near the halfway mark of this second period, folks. A full crowd here tonight in Cambridge for hockey night on Hamilton. 24,312 the official attendance on the evening. A fantastic showing as always. What else would you want to do on your Friday night? Silva stops. She hits the ice. Burt chips it out. Neal trying to poke it forward. She'll do so. She's got Strome to her left. Neal entering the zone. Knocked off the stick and chips it back in. Neal taking a hard shoulder in the head there. 7 stops and tries the other way. Burt able to get there in time. Burt shoved in from behind. And a penalty coming here to Barrie. Interesting to see what this is for, as this could go for a head contact. 2-minute body check coming to Jennifer Keller. A little frustration there coming out of the Barrie forward. The Rivulettes going to head on their third power play of the evening. 1 for 2 thus far on the night. Hillick will win the draw. Reed for Hillick. Hillick gives it back. Reed shot towards goal. That one tipped down. Carswell from Kim puts it off the bar. Sador getting a blocker on it. Good opportunity there from the Rivulettes. Reed, another one on goal. That one tipped. It's going to miss just wide. Carswell for Kim. Back for Reed. Reed across to Hillick. A bouncing puck there on Hillick as Quinn keeps it down low. Quinn poking it out front. But Winter going to get in the way and chip it out of the zone. Cambridge moving it up the left side. Quinn into the zone. Kim pokes it into the slot. That one will be sent all the way down the ice, and Reed has to get back to retrieve it. Winter, the lone forechecker for Barrie. She'll peel off and head to the bench. And Cambridge will set up. 1 minute through this man advantage. And that puck's up off the netting. As we'll see where this face-off comes. Likely outside the zone here. Into the outside the Rivulettes zone, apparently. Miller, D'Angelo, and Sharon on the ice. Broderick and Randall as well. 2 goals for this line this evening. Sharon gets taken into the boards, entering the zone. Miller right there with her. Broderick unable to keep it in. And play blown offside. As Broderick didn't notice the straggler. 40 seconds remaining on the Rivulet power play. Miller flicks it in from the red line. Not far enough, and it's sent back the other way. Randall with room to skate. Avery Randall will send it in on goal from the red line. Sador getting a blocker on it. Stiles plays it back down low. D'Angelo with a good physical play in the corner. It's pulled out by Hillick. Loose puck. D'Angelo picks it up. Back to the blue line for Reed. 5-on-5. Reed shot off. Sador sees it all the way and makes a glove stop. We got a face-off inside the Barrie zone as we return to even strength. 7:16 left in this second period, brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face, a face you can trust. Dew able to get a stick on it. Reed sends it on goal. Sador makes another glove save. Try that again. Stiles, Dew, and Micah Carswell on the ice for the Rivulettes. Reed and her at the blue line. As Micah hits the ice. do. We'll play that off the boards. It's going to head all the way down, and icing will be called as Meta gets back in time. We'll have a face-off coming down to the Rivulettes' end. 6:43 remaining in this frame. A reminder that the Rivulettes do not play this weekend. Tuesday and tonight were enough after the 5-game tournament last weekend. Severn walking in, getting a shot off quickly off the draw. Misses wide. Yes, the Rivulettes back next weekend for the final weekend of the 2025 year, the calendar year that is. They'll take on the Stony Creek Sabres here at home next Friday. That one up into the rafters. And then they'll head to Mississauga on the weekend. The last game of 2025 before the holiday break. We'll be at both those games. Check us out here on the Cambridge Rivulettes official YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Pound the like button. We're here all season long, whether you like it or not. Good poke out of the zone by Neal. There's Burt. Tries to find Strom. That one's under her blade. Tipped off the boards and up over the glass. Face-off coming outside the Rivulet, outside the Barrie zone. Linesmen all over the place with the pucks tonight. Neal on the draw. She'll win it as Randall sends it in from the blue line. Sador able to stop the clock. And Sharks clear the zone. Keller into the middle of the ice. Can't quite connect with France. Randall looking for the long stretch pass. Burt unable to get a stick on it. She'll head off as she loses her stick. De Silva trying to move it forward. Rivulet turnover. They'll have to start in their own end again. Kim on the puck. Schron trying to clear the zone. Neal there to help. And it appears a hand pass coming to Barrie with 5:12 left in the second period. Face off just outside the Barrie blue line. Miller, D'Angelo, and Schron back on the ice for Cambridge. D'Angelo on the takeaway. She enters the zone, but just offside. As D'Angelo caught an unexpected loose puck. Schron unable to get her foot back across the line in time. Sebin flips it forward. It's poked in by Brumwell. Brumwell in. Shot off. Beaksman with a blocker save. Meta sends that one towards goal. Too many bodies in the way. And the Sharks will regroup from center ice. Broderick first to the puck. She'll flip it high up off the glass and over the glass. And we'll get a face-off inside the Rivulet zone. 4:30 remaining. Full change for the Rivulettes and Barrie. Carswell gonna poke it out. Quinn Carswell in a race. Willard able to get there, but Carswell pulls it away. Micah down low. Back to the blue line for Reed. Reed back in for Micah. Micah makes a move. Flips that one towards goal. Stiles gets a stick on it. Barrie trying to bring it out with speed. It's poked off the stick of Taya Wallace. And Hillock will play it back in. Micah gets there first. Hillock trying to send it out front. Micah down low. Bouncing puck. And in the Barrie zone. Hillock picking it up off his boards. Tries to cycle it for Micah. Reed stops it from going any further down the ice. Cambridge getting a change. That one picked off by Reed. She'll send it back in from the red line. D'Angelo steps in the way. Almost a huge play from the Rivulet winger as that one sent all the way down the ice. Randall will be back to touch up for icing. And the face-off coming all the way back down to the Barrie zone. 3:26 remaining. This frigid second period of the Hot Dog Bowl here from the Preston Auditorium. Official lining everyone up correctly, taking matters into their own hands as Dew gets it back to the blue line. Broderick shot block, and back the other way comes Keller. A 2-on-1. Randall the only Rivulet back. Keller in. Shot off. That's going to miss wide. D'Angelo pokes it forward. She's in with speed now. Dew to her left. D'Angelo in on the right. Sadie D'Angelo. Shot off. The rebound. The Rivulet score. 3-0 Cambridge. Dew perhaps on the putback. D'Angelo in with speed, and it looks like it's going to be Dew's first of the year. 3-0 Cambridge with 3:07 remaining in the second period. Referees discussing things right now, but for now it's 3-0 Cambridge. And it looks as though it's going to stay that way. Ella Dew crashing the net with the putback. She makes it a 3-goal game. A huge one here in Cambridge as we near the end of this second period. What a play from D'Angelo to poke it up the boards from her own end, win the race to the puck, and then take it straight to the net. Dew on the rebound, puts it away. Reed shot off. That one way over Sador's head. Will be kept in by Cambridge. Styles with a good stick lift. Bird has it knocked off her stick and it's poked out by Barrie. Harbeck tries to play it in. And after a bouncing puck, Reese Reed comes away with it. She makes a move and looks to carry it out of the zone. Good find for Burt. Burt fans on the pass. Burt getting held up on the near far boards. Referee's letting them play. The Sharks have it down low in the Rivulet end. Sharon chips it in the middle for Miller. Emerson Miller flipping it in from the red line. She'll get there first. D'Angelo onto the ice to complete the trio. Out front, D'Angelo shot off. Kim on the rebound. Good save from Sador. And the Sharks able to flip it out, but frantic here from Barrie as it'll be chipped in, was called. A minute 19 remaining in the second. Some extracurriculars down in the Rivulet's end. Cambridge up 3-0. Ella Dew, her first of the year and first of her junior career, I believe. Kim will flip it forward. D'Angelo entering the zone. Has Miller with her. Finds her. Miller in. Backhand. Sador covers up and takes a swipe at Maddie Kim. Misses her. And we've got a face-off inside the Barrie zone. 108. Tempers flaring on the Barrie Sharks side. The Rivulettes getting under the skin of their opponents. Miller, the face-off win. Kim able to pinch. 35 seconds remain. Carswell down low. Hillick. Carswell. Hillick in the slot. Pokes it just wide. 24 seconds left. Kept in by Carswell. Broderick from the blue line. That shot right into the belly of Meta. That one's going to hurt. Barrie with 10 seconds left, trying to move it forward. That one hops on her. 3 seconds left, and that'll do it for the second period here from Cambridge as the Rivulettes take a 3-0 lead into this break off a last-minute goal from Aladou. And folks, a reminder as always that tonight's intermission is brought to you by Drains R Us Plumbing, serving homes and businesses across the Kitchener-Waterloo region and Wellington County with fast and reliable service. Call 519-654-0007 for all your plumbing needs. That's 519-654-0007. We'll see you back soon for the third. Don't go anywhere. Any idea what Welcome back to the third period here, brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region in Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a Face Heat and Trust. That's 519-230-3223. The Rivulettes head into this third period up 3-0 on the Barrie Jr. Sharks. Goal scored by Emerson Miller, Mary Broderick in the first period, and then Elladou getting her first of the season tonight. She finds the back of the net with just 3 minutes left in that second period, and that's where we stand here in Cambridge. 3-0, 20 minutes left. As Beeksma covers up, we got our first stoppage of play just 18 seconds into this period. Barrie playing it deep into the Rivulet zone. Puck bouncing off the side of the net. Miller able to get there, and she'll play it up the boards for D'Angelo. Meta walking in, shot off, that one tipped wide. Broderick turns it to the other side. Randall gives her right back. Broderick and Sharon can't connect. It'll be flipped in by Lermont, and the Rivulettes quickly come away with possession once again. Loose puck out front. Maddie Kim stepping in the way of that shot attempt. Charette takes it deep into the corner for Lermont. That one bounced out front. A loose puck out front. Beeksma never has control of it, and a fast whistle from the official works in the Rivulettes' favor. Face off outside the zone here. And an explanation coming to the Barrie coaches here. As Lermont jumps quickly on the draw, he'll be sent out. Reed finds Burt. And that one will head the length for icing. Meta at the blue line. Cross ice. That one sent towards goal by Willard. It'll be tipped wide. And the Rivs break out. Reed can't quite find Styles. And the linesman with a delayed offside coming. So Cambridge having to clear the zone. Herr gets there in time, but France pressures and chips it into the corner. Carswell can't clear. That rebound saved by Beeksma. Outbreaks Micah Carswell. Makes one move. She's got one to beat. And just can't quite hang on her back end. Micah with the puck down low. Quinch gets a shot on Sador. Makes the glove save and covers up for another face-off. Shawn has it in the corner, gets it back for Kim. Kim, across for Randall. Randall's shot. Sador sees it all the way. Randall shot from the blue line. That one tipped wide. Miller pulls it out. Tries to get to the middle of the ice. She gets taken down. Delayed penalty coming to Barrie. D'Angelo in the corner. Kim coming in to help out. And the Sharks will touch up. And the Rivulettes will head on their 4th power play of the night. Miller, Sharon, D'Angelo, Broderick, and Reed on to start this power play. Sharon pulls it out of the scrum. It's kept in by the Rivs. Miller leaves it for Broderick. Broderick just shut off. Sador with another glove save. Sador's glove getting a good workout early on this period. Kate Stewart taking the penalty. Reed at the blue line. Can't connect with Burt. And the Sharks rip that one off the glass. And we'll have a face-off coming inside the Barrie zone, as it appears to have hit a Shark player on the bench, as the referees are ruling it. Another explanation coming at the Barrie bench. Burt able to hold the line. Cross for Randall. Randall fans on the one-timer. Cross ice. Burt's got it once again. Randall shot through. But Armand comes away with it, and now comes Barrie 2-on-2. Armand in with McKay. Burt able to get a glove on it. Batted away. And the Rivulettes will poke it back in. 56 seconds remaining on this power play. Strom the lone forecheckers. Barrie rims that one around the boards. And the Rivs will have to reset from the neutral zone. Styles up over center ice. She'll carry it into the zone. Styles stops for Broderick. Broderick's shot. Gonna be tipped wide by Barrie. And the Rivs able to keep it in. Picked up by Micah Carswell. Down for Quinn. Out front. Shot on! Good little give and go there from the Carswells and Styles. Styles back down. Quinn now with the puck in the corner. She got Micah out front. Finds her. Micah shot off. Misses wide. And as we return to even strength, the Barrie Sharks with another penalty kill. Styles gets tripped up. And in comes Winter. Winter's pass out front. Beeksma cross ice. A loose puck out front. And Beeksma covers up. And we'll get a face-off inside the Rivulet zone. It's 5 minutes into this third period. The Sharks taking pucks to the net. And a penalty coming to the Rivulettes. Reese Reed getting a 2-minute penalty. Cambridge going to go quickly on the short-handed. As Neal steps in the way. She gets held up. Keller will flip it in. France trying to pull it out. Beeksma able to cover up on her post. Just Cambridge's second penalty of the night. Face off won by Barrie. Meta at the blue line. Dion back for Meta. Meta shot off. And Kim gets a shin pad on it. That'll be up over the glass. And we've got another face off. Bromwell pulls it out of the face-off. Lermont from the slot, shot off. Beeksma covers up and makes the save. Linesman sorting things out. Styles wins the face-off. Bromwell has it in the corner. Bromwell back for Meta. Cross ice for Dion. Back for Meta. Down low. Bromwell out for Dion. That one's going to hop up over her stick and clear the zone. 50 seconds remaining on the penalty to Reed. As Lermont enters for Meta. She has her pass tipped. D'Angelo fighting hard on the near boards. Good battle for the puck. Killing off valuable time for these Rivulettes. Dion back across. Lermont can't find it. Lermont's shot gonna miss wide. Meta at the blue line. Cross for Dion. Dion shot off. That one blocked. Dion's next shot also blocked. Styles stepping in the way of those two. It's D'Angelo on the takedown. But the referees let them play on. 5 seconds remaining in this man disadvantage for the Rivulettes. And as we return to even strength, a good penalty kill from the Cambridge Rivulettes. 3-0 Rivs. 13 minutes remaining in the third period. Armand's shot tipped. It'll be scooped up by Beeksma. She'll hang on for a face-off. Severn onto the face-off, taking on Styles. 9-on-9 draw. Severn's shot saved by Beeksma. And Marin Broderick looking to carry it out. Strome will flip it in on the left side. Kept in by Broderick. That one sent on goal. Sador steers it aside. Broderick on the slap shot. Sador with a good glove save. And that one going to hurt her hand a little bit, as it always does on a Marin Broderick slap shot. Face-off going to be won back by Cambridge, but the Rivs have to scoop it in the neutral zone, and it'll just be poked in by Quentin Carswell. Kim able to keep it in. Swanson going to flip it forward, and Winter's got it down low. Reed able to get a stick in the way of that pass. Winter flipping it out front. The Rivs stepping in the way. Quinn Carswell getting her body in the way as she heads off for a change. And the Rivs look to move forward. Dew getting a piece of it. Icing waved off. The rest of the Rivs head off for a change. One under the stick of Wallace. Going to head the length for icing. And we'll have a face-off coming down to the Barrie zone. 11:15 remaining in this third period, brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face, a face you can trust. Barrie gonna need to get something going soon here if they want to get back in this game. Cambridge up 3 with 11 minutes remaining. And the Sharks will send that one down the ice. Icing waved off as the race is won by Wallace. Randall making a nice play on the puck. Able to squirt it free, and she'll fire it down the ice on net. As the Sharks are going to have to start without a whistle. Wallace kicks it for Keller. But Miller onto the ice and takes it away. Charette. And it appears Reese Reed going to be going to the box for a second time in as many minutes. Reed heading to the box, 2 minutes for body contact. Cambridge going to have to kill off another penalty. Face off one by Miller. Broderick will ring it around the boards. Sharon with a good stick lift. It'll clear the zone. Across the halfway mark remaining in the third period. Broderick with a good step in. D'Angelo, pardon me, she walks in. 1 to beat. There's a puck knocked off her stick by Meta. Great takeaway from Sadie D'Angelo, and Mackay brings it back in. Barrie looking for their first. And Brumwell will get the shot off. Beeksma makes the glove save. And they've got a stoppage of play. Apologies if you hear weird mic noises at stoppages for the rest of the game. Putting my hands in my pocket, it is freezing. Cycled down low by De Silva. Played back out. Meta has it at the blue line. Dion now. In for Severn. Severn in the slot all alone. Shut off. Beeksman with the first save. Rivulette's able to clear the rebound, but it's kept in by Barrie. Her hard on the puck. It's pulled out. Walking up front. Severn's shot off. Beeksman with another save. And that pass from Barrie going to head the length of the ice. Isidore out of her net to play the puck. Full change for the Rivs as it's brought back in quickly by Stewart. And Kim will flick it down. 36 seconds left. Severn walking in with room to skate. Kim able to step in the way, and out come the Rivs. Burt just fire at the length. Not needing to do anything flashy at this point. Up 3 with 8.5 left. Rivulette's looking for a big 3 points here tonight against Barrie. Broderick with a stick. That one will be sent out and down the ice. And it's the door out of her net. As time will expire on the penalty to Reed. Another penalty kill for the Rivulettes. Flipped in by Hillock. And Keller on the takeaway. In comes Keller with speed. In on Randall. Keller with the backhand. A good save from Beeksma to keep this a 3-goal game. Thank you to our very own Matthew Ford for donating his gloves to me. Special gloves too, as he'll be taking up the hobby of gloving in the near future. The Rivulette's poking away at it down low. Carswell getting a shot off. She takes fists to the face, and the Rivulette's are going to be going on a power play. Reed across for Kim. Kim slows it down, gets it back for Reed. Reed walking in, shot off. Misses wide. Carswell on the putback, but Sidor gets a pad on it. And as the Sharks touch up, the Rivulette's going to go on their 5th power play of the game. Carswell taking a beating to make that one happen. Appears to be a 2-minute roughing call coming to Piper 7. And the Rivs have it down low. Neal in the corner. Styles will pick up the loose puck. Get it back for Burt. Randall for Broderick. Broderick on the one-timer. Sador with the glove save. Good shot from Broderick off the feed from Randall. Face off won by Neal. Randall walking in. Her shot blocked. And that one's going to go down the ice. Lermont in a race for the puck. Randall just too quick. Good play to get back there from Avery Randall as the Rivulettes set things up. Styles carrying it up the left side. Has Neal with her. Styles taking it all the way down. She hangs on to it. And the Sharks able to find it and send it the length of the ice. The Rivulettes set up with a minute remaining on this power play. Good pressure there from Stewart. Which wreaks havoc on the Rivs. Reed with the giveaway. Stewart doing much of the same here. Miller for Kim. That one's going to get under her stick. And 2-on-0 come the Sharks. In all alone is Mackay. Mackay makes a move. Beastman with a toe save. Not the Rivulettes' best power play of the night. D'Angelo on the giveaway. Stewart with a fantastic shift for the Sharks. Oh, poked forward by Micah Carswell. D'Angelo in a race for the puck. She'll win possession off in the corner. And tenacious forecheck from D'Angelo. Broderick's shot off. Blocker save. Hillock down low. Stops. She'll pin it up to the boards. We return to 5-on-5 with 5 minutes left. Cambridge up 3. Mackay cross ice. Severin will pick it up in the corner and flip it out front. It's a bouncing puck out front. Finds the glove of Courtney Beaksman. She covers up. Her face off inside the Rivulet zone. Be sure to tune in this Friday as next Friday as it's seniors night. Pardon me, alumni night. I was just thinking of old people. And we ended up with alumni. Wallace plays it down low. That one going to creep up high, and the Sharks unable to keep it in. Kim catches a rolling puck, and Randall's pass will head the full length. And we'll quickly have a face-off inside the Rivulet zone. Winter trying to poke that one through on goal. But Randall will pick it up and carry it out. Avery Randall with room to skate. Leaves it for Sharon. And that one will be picked off. Miller takes it right back. She loses an edge. And Winter just chips it in. Beaksman covers up. And we've got another face-off. Strom makes a nice move to pull it off the boards. She's got room to skate. 3:40 remaining. Rivulettes up 3. Trying to close this one out at home. Neal down low. Burt able to keep it in at the point. And it's passed out by Meta. Her gets pinned up. Reed there to help out. And a loose puck in the corner. That one flipped out front. Hillick gets a stick on it. Carswell gets a stick on it. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Micah in over the blue line. Plays it for Quinn. Quinn can't quite hang on. Good try from the Carswell twins. Hillick fans on the slap shot. That one ends up in the corner. Randall and over the blue line. Hillick trying to play it out front. It'll be picked up by Severin, and she'll carry it up the right side with speed. Severin in on Broderick. Blows past her. Broderick with a great stick gets in the way. Stewart's shot on. Beeksma sprawling. A loose puck in the crease. Beeksma able to cover up. 2:03 remaining. Rivulettes lead by 3. Minutes stand between Cambridge and a 3-point weekend. Dew with a good pressure, creates a turnover. A good game from her, along with that goal. A moment she'll never forget. And the Sharks look to carry it out. Seven leaves it for Severn. She has her pocket picked by Stiles. Rachel Burt over the right side, and she'll chip it in off the glass. She gets taken in hard down low by Seven. Meta gets pinned up exiting the zone, and Broderick plays it right back in. Her gonna play it down low for D'Angelo. 1 minute left in this third period. Cambridge up 3. Out front. Sharon from the slot. She can't get a shot off. Her gets a shot off. That one tipped. D'Angelo just unable to get a stick on it as the net comes off with 44 seconds remaining. Goal scored tonight for Cambridge by Emerson Miller, Marin Broderick, and Ella Dew. Cambridge with 40 seconds remaining, holding Barrie scoreless on the night. Always a low-scoring affair against these Sharks, but it's brought in by Harbeck. Looking to change that, she loses her glove and can't do much. Broderick picks it up with 25 seconds left. Puck out, tipped wide. Beeksma able to cover up on the side of the net and get a face-off inside the Rivulet zone. Thank you, as always, to our video production technician, Aaron Petro, our technical director, Matt Ford. Thank you to all of you for watching. A reminder, next Friday is our next game here at the Preston Memorial Auditorium as the Rivulettes take on the Stony Creek Sabres on Alumni Night. There are no other games this weekend. High sticks called. So don't worry about keeping up on the action. But barring a miracle, it looks like the Rivulettes are going to come away with a good win here at home. Just trying to keep the clean sheet for Beeksma now. And a face-off win should help that as Carswell pokes it forward. 10 seconds left. Played forward. Carried in by Mackay, and that'll do it from the Preston Auditorium, folks, as the Rivulettes take a 3-0 win into the weekend. There's 2 more games remaining in the 2025 calendar season. Thank you, as always, for watching. We'll see you next Friday, folks. Enjoy your weekend off. Go Rivulettes. We're going to the Firkin.